and Janne Jorgensen met was at the Australian Open.
Yes, I think that was it, actually. Yeah.
Earlier this year.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Back in May, so thanks Alan Wilson for that. Other questions, Oriental Daily News. Great to hear from you guys. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Lee Chong-wei playing now low. I've just come back from the practice hall. Lee Chong-wei was down there taking it easy, having a lie down, getting some rest. He came through in straight sets to win his first round match. We've just seen Lin Dan as well come through his game. So both Lin Dan and Lee Chong-wei both through their matches as we get underway here on court 2 with Viktor Axelsen with the serve.
It would be really interesting to see Raj's tactic here, because he's often quite a deceptive player with his angles overhead, and the net he likes to do quite high lifts, so it'll be very interesting to see what his tactics are against Viktor, because obviously Viktor's attack is so strong. He beats a lot of the world-class players at the moment with his attack, so Raj has really got to be quite wary of that.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 points going the way of the Dane there. That forehand lift from Raz just too long. Viktor early on to that first point with a clip smash down the line. Caught Raj by surprise. Very controlled attack there from Viktor Axelsen. And that little bit of deception of the net, leaving it late and then playing it with very soft hands.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, holding the Rajy Fusev until the last second, making him not able to commit to either shot and making him lunge quite low. That's always a hard thing for us tall players.
Same goes there for Raj Youssef, doing exactly the same thing with the forehand net shot. Just holding him there, left it late and then played that cross-court net. Caught Viktor, who had to scrape it off the floor. It went wide, so we might see the same kind of game from both players here.
And that's a fantastic shot from Raj Youssef, changing that direction, really catching Viktor by surprise there by going cross-court.
Please welcome the technical officials.
People arguing on the online here on the live feed that Raj has no chance at all in this game and Viktor Axelsen's going to win with ease, but that's two clean winners there from Raj Youssef. Viktor not getting a racket onto that shuttle from the defensive lift into the forehand corner, and then that straight smash in that next point again down that forehand defensive side of Viktor Axelsen. So maybe we'll have a good game on our hands here. Both Chris and I in the commentary box, badminton fans, badminton players ourselves, both from England, so of course we've got high hopes for Raj Youssef in this game.
Of course, yeah, but Viktor is also one of our star player of the OBK Badminton Club that I'm playing at currently. So it'll be, of course, I'd like to see him win as much, nearly as much as Raj Youssef, but of course I've got to support my country first. So.
Yeah, great attacking play there from Viktor Axelsen. That straight smash, setting up the short lift on the defense from Raj Youssef, and Viktor followed it in really well. Put it straight back past Raj and straight down the line.
Oh, and that's an incredible smash from Viktor Axelsen there, so tight to the line. There's not much you can do about that. That's sensational. And another straight shot from Viktor Axelsen onto the floor. It seems like it might be a tactic of Viktor's to hit straight smashes and follow it up quickly.
Yeah, great tactic from any singles player there. Good lesson to be learned from watching Viktor Axelsen in action. If you're going to come out of that either corner hard and smash, following it in really quickly, you're likely to see that defensive block straight back where it came from. So following in the smashes and singles, always a good tactic. But Raj staying with the Dane at the moment. Just 3 points in it.
The home support really kicking in now. It's going to be interesting to see if Raj can focus on his own game and not get too carried away.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it can work the other way. Sometimes playing at home in this kind of environment, there's too much pressure on you. But Victor seems in full control. He's got a very serious look about him right now.
Yeah,
he seems calm and composed and really serious out there, so he's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Looks like he doesn't want to waste much time on this match. He wants to get it over and done with and really send everyone a message. I'm here to win, and who's going to stand in my way, basically.
Victor soaking up the pressure there. Raj had the attack. Victor was equal to it and kept in that game. Raj in the end making the error overhead. These two guys have met a few times before. I think the last 3 matches have gone the way of Viktor Axelsen, and the previous match was won by Raj. So Raj has beaten Victor before, but that was probably a couple of years ago now.
Yeah, I believe it was 2012, so 3 years ago, or maybe 13. But
okay.
Either way, it's a good couple of years, and Victor's played him since. And obviously, in the last couple of years, Victor's really come on a lot. He's really started to beat and get close to some of the best players in the world, including Chen Long, who is world #1 at the moment. So. It's good deception from Victor again at the net there.
That was great. Raj, the older man, seen it all before though. He was equal to it.
Well, it's a great length from Victor there.
It
really
was.
Holding it and laying it right into the deep into the corner.
Raj clutching at straws perhaps, hoping that was drifting out the back, but a great length, as you say, and 11-4 at the break in the favour of Victor. As you mentioned there, Chris, Victor troubling some of the top guys now, the likes of Chen Long. We had Hans Christian Vittinghus in the box with us earlier. I don't know if you heard that, but it was great to have him here and a really good interview, and he's looking forward to his match tomorrow with Chen Long. So we'll see how this week pans out. Really tough top half of the draw here, of course.
Yeah, even that match, Hans may not be seeded or anything this year, but he's had some phenomenal victories. He's beaten some of the world's best players in his time, so he's really nobody to take lightly. Chen Long will have to play pretty well, I think, to beat him, but I think Chen Long will come through that probably.
Yeah, definitely the favourite. Definitely the favourite, I'd say, in every match he's playing at the moment. He's so strong. We were talking about how he's so economical, Chen Long, with his movement around the court. You never see him overstretching for stuff, never see him diving. He doesn't need to. He's just almost perfect to watch him playing when he's on form.
Yeah, and plus obviously if you look at his lower body, his legs are so powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just ridiculous.
Great rally there from Axelsen. Sorry, Chris.
No, that's okay.
But you're absolutely right. Chen Long's, I think Chen Long's calf muscles are much bigger than my quads, I would say. He's absolutely enormous, and at 6 foot something, I'd say he's
6'2", I believe.
He's an absolute machine, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's got such a long reach, as you can imagine, and with his powerful legs, he just covers the court so well, and it's hard to get him out of balance or in any kind of difficult position. But I do believe, I think Victor played Chen Long in the World Championships this year in August, and I can't quite remember the first score, maybe 16 or 18, but the second score was 30-29, and it was one of the best sets I'd seen all year.
Wow.
It was absolutely sensational. So it shows Victor can really push the top people in the world at the moment.
Victor playing really well here right now. He's just hit 3 lines in a row. Raj left a couple of them. The other one just beat him, and Victor moving well. That's the first time we've seen a loose shot from Victor Axelsen so far. That backhand recovery shot really wasn't anywhere near good enough. And Raj just stepped in and killed it. So
yeah, and Raj was really waiting at the net there, looking for that backhand drop shot, which I think is probably a very good idea. If he does a clear, then he's a lot more time to react to that shuttle. So it's a good plan to look for that straight drop.
That's better from Youssef though. Round the head, cross court smash. I'd say it was a clip smash. Again, just catching the line. So looks like to win this game, these guys are really going to have to hit lines almost all day. Both of them moving pretty well. Thanks for the comments online still. One there from Aura Kasi, suggesting that it's not just his footwork and his physical ability. We can learn some really magic shots from Chen Long, and yeah, absolutely right. It's not just his legs that we all look forward to watching on a badminton court. His technique is flawless.
Yeah, absolutely. You see how many unforced errors he makes. It's just unbelievable. He's in such good control with his racket and where the shuttle is going. Hardly ever does he make a poor shot or poor quality.
Great defense there from Raj Youssef, just getting a good length on that deep shot.
It's not mine, I know that. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. You can have this one if you want.
Aura, hi, it's, yeah, thanks for getting in touch. It's actually Bobby on this mic. Just giving you a couple of mentions there. My co-commentator Chris, very good with the live feed. We had Chris all night here, doing a great job on his own, chatting with you guys all night last night. And Chris will be here again later this evening to just finish off the action here, live on court 2.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting night as well. I think Lee Yongdae and Wu Yansong is on the same court as that this is showing on, so that's going to be a real treat to see them two play. Absolutely,
we've got some great matches. We've got that one. We've got Carolina Marin coming up next, I believe. And then Jana Jorgensen as well, the number 2 seed in the men's singles, also on this court tonight. So some really great badminton ahead of us. Do settle in for the night, enjoy it. Comments there about the ages of the two players. Yeah, Victor Axelsen he's 20 or 21 years of age, and Raj Youssef, I believe, is 27 or 28. So Raj has been around a while.
I think Raj might be 29 or 30 now, actually.
He's older than that, is he okay?
Possibly. I hope I'm actually, that is correct, otherwise he might not be very happy saying he's older, but...
Tom Timmermans there commenting. Thanks, Tom. We both appreciate your comments, guys, so please do keep them coming in, saying Raj is 29. So yes.
Yes, that is correct, yeah.
Played a few more games than Victor, but Victor ahead right now in this one at 11-5. Couple of errors coming in here from both players in the last few points, unforced errors. There we go. Tom Timmermans back. 21 and 29, Bobby, he says. So yes, thanks, Tom. Nothing we can do about the advertising, I'm afraid, guys, watching online. The adverts do pay to allow the live feed, I'm sure. So without the adverts, we'd have no live feed, so I'm afraid. That's just something you'll have to put up with. It was a shame there wasn't an advert just then, though. Unfortunately, everyone did see that shot from Raj Youssef go miles out the side tram lines.
Yeah, I think he's really starting to feel the pressure. Victor's just getting everything back, unless it's hitting the line, it's just coming back and coming back with interest. So it'll be really interesting to see if Raj can keep it up and like sort of keep it in and not make too many unforced errors.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that net cord will certainly go a long way to help him settle down, I think.
A few comments there asking where they can watch the action live on Court 1. I'm afraid to say the live action here on the stream all the way through till the end of Saturday's play will only be on Court 2. Courts 1 and 2, the two centre courts here at the Denmark Open, so live action on the live stream here on Badminton TV on the YouTube channel is just Court 2. Court number 1 is reserved for the TV channels, who will be filming later this week the latter stages of the tournament. We can't do anything about it, we can't watch the other channels, it's all to do with the TV rights and various bits and pieces. So that being said, we do have, I think, the best games today on average on this court, so hopefully you're all enjoying it. Jerry there, back again. Jerry's been watching all day. Very jealous, Jerry. You must not have a job to go to, watching badminton all day, it seems. Coming in from the Netherlands once again. Please keep us informed of the match that's currently going on court number 1. That's Sung Yi-hyun from Korea, currently 10-9 up against the Japanese singles player Saya Takahashi. So that game, in fact, has just gone to a break, 11-9 in favour of the Korean. First set, 11-9 up to Yi Hyung-sung.
Oh, there was some fantastic defence there from Raj Youssef, really just weathering the storm well from Victor there. Managed to just keep his nose in, and Victor just about hitting long out of the back line.
Victor there just not quite putting enough on that net shot, tipping the tape and falling back his side of the court. So Raj reduces the deficit to just 2 points. Can Raj catch the Danish number 2?
Oh,
That looked into
shot.
me, yes, just right into the corner there from Raj. So it's Raj now hitting the lines, getting that great length.
Yeah, he's really playing well at the moment. In the last few rallies, he's seems to have found his rhythm somewhat and blocked out some of the noise that the home crowd is making, which is, of course, helpful.
Lots of support coming in on the live feed for Raj.
And another awesome smash, straight smash from Victor there, following it up really well with a block to the net.
Gary Lee McCullen, thanks for your comments. Cheering on for Raj. One in here from Nathan Simpson, suggesting that Victor's game is way too consistent and aggressive for the out of form Youssef right now. A shame that England has no up-and-coming men's singles players. Yeah, it's something that needs to be worked on back in England. The crowd just getting into this game here with set point. That looked into me, Chris. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought that was in, actually.
No complaints from Raj. He simply walks off court, but it looks from here, albeit we're quite far away, it did look like that came off the line, but Victor takes the first set. Doesn't matter what we think, it's the umpire and line judge's call to make that. And Victor takes the first set, 21-17.
Yeah, it was a very good set there from Victor. Really patient play, but such good attack and variation from the back and front court. Ooh, Yeah, I've got to admit, I thought that clipped the line.
Yeah, I thought that was plumb on the line myself too from this angle.
But of course, Raj had a pretty good aim for himself, so a pretty good view himself. So I don't know, is there a challenge system on court 2? I know there is on court 1 now, but
Yeah, we saw the challenge system in action earlier, Chris, didn't we, on court 1, but
yeah, I'm not sure if it was court 2 as well.
haven't seen us there on court 2. The replays here showing us that, oh, that was so close. Nevertheless, like we said, no complaints from Raj.
No.
It seems he agreed and it was just out, so that's all that matters. Viktor Axelsen taking this first set. So what's happening on other courts? We have the ladies singles there on court 1. Very close first set. It's 13... Stop, wait, it's 14-12 to the Japanese Saya Takahashi. She's playing against Yin Hyun Sung of Korea.
No, it's Sung Ji Hyun.
You're right, Sung Ji Hyun, indeed, of Korea.
And on court 3, we have... I don't need to see their names, I recognise them. Kenichi Hayakawa and Hiroki Endo. They are playing a French pair.
Yeah, French pair, I think, came through the qualifiers yesterday, Chris, if I'm right. I think I remember seeing them playing.
I think you might be right there, Bob.
Let's have a quick look. I think we've got the qualifying results here of the men's doubles. Yes.
Yeah, it's a German pair called Bastian Casaldi and Gaiten Mittelheiser.
French pair, in fact, Chris. Yeah, French pair, but you're right. It does.
Yeah, beg your pardon.
That surname of the doubles player there does sound German.
It does, doesn't it?
Gaiten Mittelheiser and Bastian Casaudi, a much more French-sounding name, but yeah, the French coming through the qualifiers. They're giving the Japanese something to think about. They pushed them in that first set there. It was 18. Yes, 21-18 to the Japanese, so no easy pushover there. The French playing well. Must have something to do with Danish legend Peter Geller there coming in and coaching the French team. Certainly doing a good job so far by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's going to really help the French team if he can stay there. He's such an experienced player, so he's only going to be able to help the team.
Absolutely. Viktor carrying on where he left off in this opening few points of the second set. 4-love up already.
He's really piling on the pressure for Raj Youssef now.
Yeah, Raj really can't afford to let this one slip any further away because Viktor's looking too composed, too organised. So far, only his backhand. A slight concern for Viktor, but yeah, absolutely right. A well-worked rally there from both men. That was exciting men's singles. Raj with the cross net not quite coming off. Wow. Wow, that punch clear from Raj wasn't that bad. Most players would be on the back foot taking that late, but Viktor was ready. Viktor was looking for that, and he was straight up. Straight smash. Raj hadn't even recovered, I don't think. I don't think he was even back to base, and that clip smash was just flying past him, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely, Bob. The problem is, doing a punch clear against either of them is so difficult. They're both so tall and got such a long reach. It's quite easy for them to just jump out and clip it down so quickly. So you've really got to be careful when you're doing a punch clear.
Yeah, both these guys so tall.
just there. Victor showing his reach, reading the shot down his forehand really well, and finishing the rally off really quickly. 8-1 up at the moment.
Yeah, there's calls on the live feed for a 21-1 victory in this set. Can't see it happening myself. But Victor really is looking on form, so who knows? Ah, there we go. Unforced error by Victor at the net.
I believe that's known as the commentator's curse, Bob.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Ryan. People just asking about PV Sindhu. Yeah, she did win her match earlier. Saw her down at the warm-up courts afterwards. She was very graceful and gave me a picture with her, actually. I think she's one of my favourite young talents in the ladies singles game. And she was all smiles, relaxing with the Indian players.
And Victor just hitting long off the serve there. Really well left from Raj Youssef though. He's getting a little bit more into this match now, 4-8. Oh, but that lift is far too short for somebody as tall and as good as Victor.
Calls on the live feed for the commentators to call more of the shots like that. Commentator's curse to give give Raj the advantage. I'm not sure we're going to get that lucky, I'm afraid, guys, but glad to see you are all here and listening and tuning into this great game of men's singles. A couple of errors just creeping into Axelson's game. I'm not sure if he's getting a little nervous. I doubt it.
No, I think it's just a little bit of a lapse of concentration here, Bob. He was cruising like so easily at 8-1 up, but suddenly Raj gets a few points and he's making just a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, maybe he just got a little ahead of himself for a few points. He thought he was on cruise control and could do anything and it would be a winner, but he really needs to keep on top of it.
Oh, and that's well played from Raj there, really using his height and hitting a good length on all his shots there. Raj using a bit of deception at the front of the net there, holding and flicking Victor into his record.
Yeah, absolutely. Victor has seen it before though, both men, especially off the return of serve, just trying to add that element of deception to their game, but
yeah, I think that's quite important with this, because if they read it, then they can just obviously just move to one side or jump, and they'll be able to intercept it quite easily. So I think deception is going to be quite an important game, part of this game.
Raj in the break there at 11-6. It's a pretty tough ask now for Raj Youssef to come back in this game. The way this Dane is playing.
Oh, but that's a great straight smash there. Really great angle from Raj. Brilliant shot. Bob, I'm not sure if you can answer this question, but do you know who the coaches are for Raj's in this game? I can't...
Yeah, that's Jakob there on the left. I think he hails from Denmark, in fact. Is that right?
Jakob Toft?
Could well be. Could well be. I only know him by his first name, so I'm not entirely sure. And Anthony Clark there on the right, probably one of our most accomplished men's doubles players.
Absolutely,
coming out of England in the last sort of 20 years or so. He used to play with Nathan, I think.
Yes.
Did Clarky?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. I'm just thinking. I don't think that's Jakob Toft. I think he coaches a lot of the Danish people.
Yeah, could well be right there. It's definitely not English. I was chatting with him yesterday very briefly. And he certainly had an accent, a European accent, so...
Oh, and that's an awesome return of serve. Oh, that's unlucky.
Victor's return of serve just catching the tape. Raj managed to get to it, but it was not even a half-court lift. Victor with the easy kill, but Raj got his racket, and even so, and nearly came back over the net.
Really high lift from, Victor's gonna love those lifts every day, I think. Wow, that's phenomenal. That's so impressive.
Yeah, Victor with the fairly standard net shot, but it was the switch of feet. It was the switch of feet. Instead of keeping his racket foot out for the net, he switched his feet out, looking for that high lift. It came from Raj, and it was an easy kill from that position. Victor looking so good here.
Yeah, if Victor prevails in this match, it's going to be a real eye-opener to see how he does against some of the better players in this tournament, like Chen Long and Lee Chong Wei and everyone.
Absolutely.
On court number 4, men's doubles.
He's got Hans Christian Witting-Hues in his half of the draw from Denmark, but Janne Jorgensen's number 2 seed and in the bottom half of the draw, so...
I thought Hans was playing Chen Long in the next round.
Yeah, that's right, so... If Viktor Axelsen comes through this game, he's only got to come through Lee Chong Wei, Lin Dan, or Chen Long to get through the final. Sounds quite easy to me. What do you think, Chris? Piece of cake, right?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Or if Hans Christian Witting-Hues tomorrow manages to beat Chen Long, then maybe Victor will set up a quarter or semi-final against Hans. We'll see.
Okay, so Victor's next opponent, if he wins this, will be Son Wan-ho from Korea. That will be very interesting. Because Son Wan-ho has had some incredible victories. He's beaten Lin Dan and Lee Chong Wei, I think. But either way, he's had some very good victories, so that won't be too easy for Victor, I don't think.
No, not at all. Another net call there from Raj Youssef, a bit of luck.
A few more of them will be really nice for the English camp, I think.
A few bits of feedback here on the live feed. Thank you to Nicola Highmore. Hello and welcome. Hope you're enjoying it. So the coach sat beside Anthony Clark is indeed Jakob Høy.
Okay.
From Denmark, used to be head German coach. Now working with the English team. Jakob Høy, it seems, from comment here from Lisa Raven. Thank you for commenting too. Jakob Høy used to be Victor's former coach in his early years. That's very interesting.
Really? That is interesting. Because the head coach of the club that I play at, OBK, also used to coach Victor when he was young for quite a number of years. Oh, it's a brilliant rally here. Wow, I've got to Agree with Victor there. That looked quite a long way out of the back line. No wonder he's showing this frustration here.
Yeah, Raj Youssef really showing signs of the potential he's got at spells within this match. He's equal to Viktor Axelsen. He's playing really well, but he's also playing pretty badly at times, and so it's that inconsistency that Raj Youssef lacks. Victor on the opposite side, staying in pretty much full control at all times.
Well, I think that was quite lucky that Victor didn't get that smash back there. Raj would have really been struggling to get it and do anything too good with the shuttle. But it's 14-17 nonetheless. The next couple of points are really important for Raj to get back in this game and put some pressure on Victor, I think.
Interesting to see Viktor Axelsen's reaction there. He knew that lift was short. It gave Raj the chance to attack. Raj missed that cross-court smash, but I love that about Viktor Axelsen. Instead of being pleased with the error from Raj, instead of being happy that his opponent had made a mistake, he was upset with himself because his lift wasn't perfect. Sign of a really great player to come, I think, if he's winning points, yet annoyed with himself for not playing it so well. There we go again, look. Victor had a good chance. He played the rally really well. He worked it. He had the smashing opportunity straight down the line. So angry with himself for obviously missing that one.
Yeah, absolutely, Bob. But I think it's worth taking into consideration not to show your anger too much, because otherwise Raj or your opponent might start getting a bit more confident about it and think, oh, okay, he's getting annoyed, so I have a chance here.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I think that's why there's a bit of a difference between the likes of Chen Long and the rest of the world. That I think Chen Long's face might in fact crack one day if he ever smiles.
Yeah, quite possibly, yeah. But another great straight smash from Victor there. He's used his smash so well today. Really got so much variety in it. Very difficult for Raj to see what he's going to do.
Great cross-court drop there from Raj Youssef. It's only 2 points in it now. Can Raj hold it together and get back into this match? Yeah, I don't know about you. I mean, I think you're absolutely right. I think showing emotion to your opponent is never going to help you. Not really, especially if it's negative emotion about your own game. But to be honest, it's great to see. Badminton fans all around the world love to see what's going through the minds of these players. And
absolutely.
That's why, although Carolina Marin has quite a few enemies out there on court, she's so good to watch because she's so emotional. You can see it in her game and the way she plays.
That was an incredible shot from Raj Youssef there, really stepping in and hitting an awesome net kill.
It really was. I think it might have caught the top of the tape there and just gone over. Not much Victor could have done with that.
Absolutely. It's going in. Oh, good change of direction.
Oh! Deception from both players. Raj left that late in error. He then played something pretty unorthodox, and it was a fantastic drop shot in the end. But Victor prepared and early enough onto it to then play the forehand cross-court return. Nobody saw that coming. Fantastic from Axelsen, and sets up match point. The arena's silent in anticipation. Is Victor going to finish it off here at the first time of asking? Great net shot, great net shot back from Raj.
Oh,
great
wow.
lift. What a way to end.
Oh,
yes, Raj, yes!
Rally, that is awesome.
Fantastic rally there. Great stuff from both men.
Holding his nerve so well there. Victor doing some incredible net shots, but Raj managing to turn it and then flick over his head. Awesome match, really good for both pairs.
I think both of those guys had won that rally twice, and the rally was still going, so great stuff.
But another match point for Victor here. Let's see if he can.
And there it is.
It's great sportsmanship from both the players there. Really nice to see them exchange a few words and give each other a tap. Very good match.
Victor Axelsen showing his appreciation to the crowd here as well. Obviously the home crowd here in Denmark, all coming out tonight to watch the likes of Victor Axelsen and later on Jan Høgh Jorgensen play